Look, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. This whole thing still messes with my head sometimes. 6 years ago, I'm this ambitious 19-year-old kid, busting my ass at community college while working nights at this sketchy 7-Eleven on the south side. Not exactly living the dream, but I had a plan. You know? Get my associate's degree, transfer to state university, maybe land a decent job that doesn't involve mopping up spilled Slurpees at 3 a.m. So there I am, coming home from another brutal shift, my Dickies uniform still smelling like hot dogs and disappointment. Mom's sitting at our kitchen table. You know, that old IKEA one with the wobbly leg we never fixed, counting bills like she's playing some depressing version of solitaire. The fluorescent lights buzzing overhead, making everything look even more washed out than usual. "Sarah," she says, not even looking up. "We need to talk." Those 4 words, man. Nothing good ever follows them. I grab a Monster from the fridge, yeah, I know, breakfast of champions, and sit down across from her. She's got that look, the one that says she's about to drop some serious BS on me. "I got you an interview at Walmart," she announces, sliding this crumpled piece of paper across the table. "Full-time benefits $50 an hour. You start Monday." I'm sitting there, trying to process this. "Mom, I've got classes on Monday. And Tuesday. And like, every other day, that's kind of how college works." She finally looks up and I swear there's zero empathy in those eyes. "Not anymore, you're dropping out. We need the money." Now, let me paint you a picture of our financial situation. Yeah, we're broke. Been broke since Dad bounced when I was 12. Took his Harley and his child support obligations with him. Mom's been working at Dollar General for 8 years, making barely enough to keep the lights on. My sister Brittany? She's 22, still living at home, contributing exactly jack shit while she finds herself or whatever. But here's the thing. I'm already working 30 hours a week. I pay for my own tuition, books, gas for my beat-up Honda Civic. Hell, I even chip in for groceries when I can. I'm not some freeloader expecting handouts. "I'm not dropping out," I tell her, trying to keep my voice steady. "I've got a 3.8 GPA. I'm on track for scholarships. This is my way out." She laughs, actually laughs, like I just told her I'm planning to become an astronaut. "Your way out? Sarah, wake up. People like us don't get ways out. We work, we survive. That's it." The argument escalates from there. I'm trying to explain about long-term goals, about how a degree means better opportunities, better pay. She's throwing around words like ungrateful and selfish. Brittany emerges from her room at some point, probably drawn by the yelling, takes one look at the situation and retreats back to her Netflix cave. "You think you're better than us?" Mom spits out. "Too good for honest work?" "That's not what I'm saying. I'm already working. I just want to finish my education." She stands up so fast the chair screeches against the linoleum. "Then you can finish it somewhere else. If you're not dropping out, you're not living here." I thought she was bluffing. Had to be, right? This is my mom, the woman who used to make me mac and cheese with cut-up hot dogs when I was sad, who stayed up with me when I had nightmares, who promised we'd always be a team. But she walks to my room, my tiny room that used to be a walk-in closet, and starts throwing my stuff into a garbage bag. Not even a suitcase, a literal hefty bag. "Mom, come on, let's talk about this." "We're done talking, you made your choice." And that's how I ended up on the sidewalk at 7 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, holding a trash bag full of clothes and my laptop. Watching my mom's silhouette disappear behind our front door. The click of the deadbolt was the loudest sound I'd ever heard. I stood there for maybe 20 minutes, just frozen, waiting for her to come back out, to say she didn't mean it, to let me back in. A neighbor walking their Yorkie gave me this pitying look, probably thought I was putting out the trash in my pajamas. Finally, I walked to my car, threw everything in the back seat, and just sat there. $127 in my bank account. Half a tank of gas. 3 days until payday. No place to sleep that night. I'm not gonna lie. I ugly cried in that Civic for a solid hour. Full-on snot bubble. Mascara running. Why is this happening to me breakdown? Even considered going back, telling her fine, I'll take the Walmart job, I'll drop out, whatever you want. But then I remembered this quote my English professor shared. "The only way out is through." Corny? Maybe. But it hit different that morning. Wiped my face with some old McDonald's napkins from my glove compartment, started the engine, and drove to campus. Had to act normal, you know. Sit through statistics like my whole world hadn't just imploded. Nobody knew I was technically homeless. That's not exactly something you announce during class introductions. That first night, I slept in the college parking lot. Bought a $1 blanket from Dollar Tree, used my backpack as a pillow. Woke up to campus security tapping on my window at 3 a.m. Officer Martinez. Cool dude, actually. Pretended he didn't see me. Told me student parking was probably safer near the gym where the cameras had blind spots. The next few weeks were a blur of survival mode. Showered at the gym before it got crowded. Studied at the library until closing. Picked up extra shifts whenever possible. Ate a lot of ramen. like an unhealthy amount of ramen. Pretty sure my blood was 80% sodium by week 3. But here's the wild part. I didn't drop out. Kept my grades up. Made Dean's List that semester, actually. Funny how being homeless makes you really appreciate having somewhere warm to study. Found a room to rent eventually. This sketchy place above a Chinese restaurant. $400 a month, cash only, definitely not up to code. The whole place reeked of General Tso's chicken, and I'm pretty sure my roommate was cooking meth in the bathroom. But it had a bed and a door that locked, so upgrade? Word got around campus about my situation. Not from me. I was too proud to say anything. But people notice when you're living out of your car. Professor Kim from Business Ethics started accidentally leaving extra sandwiches from faculty meetings on her desk. The ladies at financial aid found me some emergency grants I qualified for. It's weird how hitting rock bottom shows you who actually gives a damn. Spoiler alert, it wasn't my family. Update fast forward 18 months. I'm grinding harder than a barista at Starbucks during PSL season, working 3 jobs, tutoring stats, overnight security at a warehouse, and weekend shifts at Target. Sleeping maybe 4 hours a night. Living on caffeine and determination. But guess what? I transferred to State University full ride. Turns out when you write your admissions essay about overcoming homelessness while maintaining a 3.9 GPA, they pay attention. The irony? Mom started hitting me up around this time, not to apologize. Oh no, that would require admitting she was wrong. Just casual texts like nothing happened. Hey sweetie, how's school? Like she didn't literally throw me out with a trash bag. I gray-rocked those messages hard. One-word responses. Fine. Busy. Can't talk. She'd drop hints about being short on rent, how Brittany still wasn't working, how tough things were. I'd send back thumbs-up emojis and dip. Meanwhile, I'm taking 18 credits, working and teaching myself to code on YouTube because computer science textbooks cost more than a car payment. Started building websites for local businesses, $500 here, $750 there. Nothing fancy, but it was adding up. Junior year, things started clicking. Landed an internship at a tech startup downtown. Unpaid at first, because of course it was, but I learned more in 3 months than in 2 years of classes. The CEO, Marcus, was this black dude who grew up in the projects, built his company from nothing. He saw something in me, started mentoring me after hours. You got that hunger, he told me once over takeout Thai food at 9 p.m. Most these Silicon Valley kids, they're playing startup. You're fighting for your life. That's an edge they can't teach at Stanford. He was right. While trust fund babies were worried about their Instagram aesthetics, I was debugging code until my eyes bled because failure meant going back to sleeping in my car. By senior year, I'm running dev projects, managing interns, basically doing the work of a full-time engineer. Marcus offers me a job before I even graduate. $85K starting, equity, the works. I literally cried in his office. Not cute tears either. Full ugly cry. Graduation day comes. I'm walking across that stage and I see empty seats where my family should be. Didn't even invite them. What's the point? But my chosen family's there. Professor Kim, Officer Martinez, even the financial aid ladies. They're cheering louder than anyone. Mom finds out about my job somehow, probably Facebook stalking. Suddenly she's real interested in rebuilding our relationship. Sends this long text about how proud she is, how she always knew I'd make it, how family should stick together. I screenshot that text and send it to my group chat titled Real Ones. We laughed about it for days. Here's what kills me. She acts like kicking me out was some kind of tough love, like she did me a favor. Look. How strong it made you, she writes. Nah, lady, I succeeded despite you, not because of you. The apartment hunt after graduation was surreal, going from sketchy roommate situations to touring places with granite countertops and in-unit laundry. Signed a lease on this sick loft downtown, exposed brick, huge windows, walking distance, to work. The rent was more than Mom made in a month at Dollar General. First night in my new place, I'm sitting on the floor, hadn't bought furniture yet, eating Chinese takeout straight from the container, and it hits me. I actually made it. Out. Not the way I planned, not the way it should have happened, but I did it. That's when Mom starts ramping up the contact. She's having health issues. Brittany moved out, Reed got kicked out for not paying rent, and Mom can't afford the apartment alone. She needs help. Family helps family, right? I'm watching this unfold like a slow-motion car crash. Every text more desperate than the last. But here's the thing about setting yourself on fire to keep others warm. You end up burnt, and they're still cold. Update. So we're at present day now, and holy moly, has the universe been working overtime on the irony department. Remember that startup I joined? Yeah, we got acquired. By Microsoft. For a number that made my equity worth Let's just say I don't check gas prices anymore. I'm 27 now, running my own software consulting firm. 12 employees, office with a view, the whole Silicon Valley dream, except we're disrupting from the Midwest because I'm not about that $4,000 studio apartment life. Meanwhile, mom's situation has gone from bad to catastrophic. Lost her job at Dollar General, showed up drunk one too many times. Brittany's living with some dude she met on Tinder, definitely not contributing to mom's bills. The landlord's threatening eviction. The texts have evolved from hints to straight up begging. Sarah, I'm your mother. I'm going to be on the street. How can you let this happen? The audacity, right? Like, ma'am, you literally put me on the street for wanting an education. But she's rewritten history in her head. In her version, she was a struggling single mom who made tough decisions, and I'm the ungrateful daughter who abandoned her family for money. Last month, she shows up at my office, full theatrical performance. My receptionist, Chelsea, buzzes me, looking uncomfortable. There's a woman here claiming to be your mom. She's crying. I walk out to find mom in the lobby, looking rough, like rough. Hair graying, clothes from Goodwill, this desperate look in her eyes I've never seen before. She sees me and starts sobbing. Sarah, baby, please. I have nowhere else to go. My employees are watching this drama unfold like it's reality TV. Walk her outside, try to have a civilized conversation. Mom, you can't just show up at my work. I didn't know what else to do. You won't answer my calls. I'm being evicted next week. I need help. Here's where it gets interesting. I could help. Easily. Throw her a couple grand, set her up in an apartment, make the problem go away. The old me, the people pleaser who just wanted mommy's approval, would have written that check immediately. But 6 years of therapy taught me some things. Like boundaries. And that helping isn't always helpful. I'll pay for you to enter a treatment program, I offer. Rehab, counseling, job training, the works, but I'm not giving you cash, and you're not living with me. She looks at me like I just slapped her. Treatment? I don't need treatment. I need my daughter to act like family. Family? Really? Was I family when you kicked me out? Was I family when I was sleeping in my car? That was different. You were being stubborn. I was getting an education. And look how selfish it made you. You have all this money now and you won't even help your own mother. There it is. The manipulation. The same song, different verse. I am helping. I'm offering you a path to help yourself, but I won't enable you to keep making the same choices. She storms off, shouting about how I'll regret this, how karma will get me, how she hopes I end up alone and miserable like her. Plot twist. I'm neither alone nor miserable. I've got friends who've become family, a therapist who keeps me sane, a business that lets me help young developers from backgrounds like mine, a rescue pit bull named Vader who loves me unconditionally. The group chat's been wild about this whole situation. They've dubbed it the Audacity Chronicles. Marcus, my old mentor, put it best. She wanted you to choose between success and family. Now she's mad you chose yourself. Brittany reached out last week, testing the waters. Apparently mom's been couch surfing, staying with various relatives, spinning stories about her evil daughter who abandoned her. Brittany's fishing to see if I'll crack, take mom in, make this whole mess go away. But here's what they don't get. I already grieved the, mother I needed her to be. Spent years in therapy processing that loss. The woman showing up now isn't my mom. She's a stranger wearing my mom's face, trying to cash in on a relationship she torched. Final update. It's been 2 months since the office incident. Mom's staying with her sister in Indiana now, apparently telling everyone I'm dead to her. The feeling's mutual, honestly. But here's the beautiful thing. My life keeps getting better. Just signed a huge contract with a Fortune 500 company. Hired 2 kids straight out of community college, both from backgrounds like mine. Watching them grow, seeing that hunger Marcus saw in me, it's better than any revenge. I started a scholarship, fund at my old community college, full ride for students facing housing insecurity. Named it after Professor Kim. She cried when I told her. The other day, I'm having dinner with my chosen family. The real ones who showed up when blood relatives bailed. We're laughing about something stupid, probably Vader trying to steal someone's garlic bread, and it hits me. This is what family feels like. Not obligation, not manipulation, just love, support, and really good pasta. Mom wanted me to choose between education and family. Turns out education led me to my real family. And that's the kind of irony that would make Alanis Morissette proud. Stay strong out there, especially you young ones dealing with toxic family. Sometimes the best revenge isn't revenge at all. It's building a life so good they can't touch it. And remember, blood makes you related, but loyalty makes you family. Peace out, Sarah P.S. Vader says woof. He's the real MVP of this story.